On this edition of Business Matters, we visit the new location of the Southfield Chamber of Commerce. Tanya Marcus Vano, the newly appointed executive director, takes us on a tour and explains how events like Wake Up to Southfield is a great way to promote your business. Then we sit down with money coach Jeffrey Taylor to find out how we can pay less for our college. He explained when is the right time to start planning, and what he says will surprise you. Last, we show our appreciation for local engineers, teachers, mentors, and students at the Engineering Society of Detroit Gold Awards. Here we learn how engineering has helped the youth with programs like Future City and Smart Detroit. All this and more next on Business Matters. With a fresh coat of paint, updated furniture, and new location, the Southfield Chamber Director is smiling from ear to ear. Tanya Marcus Vano has completely revamped the look of the Southfield Chamber, including the Chamber's website and events, but the new location was just the finishing touch.
The Southfield Area Chamber of Commerce moved December 15th from our 9 Mile office, which was where the office was located. It was kind of tucked back in a corner. Our new facility here on Southfield Road is obviously prominent on Southfield Road. We're in a shared office environment, courtesy of Office Space Plus, where we're in here with multiple businesses. There's going to be probably 8 businesses that are located in this suite. We've got a shared conference room, lobby, kitchen. So it's a beautiful facility. It just portrays a fresher, cleaner image of the Southfield Chamber of Commerce.
Besides the new location, the Southfield Chamber has created Wake Up to Southfield, an event held monthly that has helped the Chamber gain new members and promote local businesses.
Today's event is our monthly Wake Up to Southfield. We host these on a monthly basis at our members' locations. It's basically an informal networking event from 8 to 9 a.m. It gives our members the ability to get some exposure into their store and location. All they have to do is unlock the doors and provide a continental breakfast to our members. It's free to them, and it's an hour of networking.
For more information on the Southfield Chamber of Commerce membership and events, please visit www.southfieldchamber.com.
When property values begin to fall and the stock market began to fall, a lot of our clients' savings and property values were impacted by that. That was their revenue or resource for college planning. So over the past 10 years of going through that process and learning the various strategies and working with parents, I've developed my own process, which I call tuition reduction planning, where we focus on showing parents how to avoid the common mistakes that get them in trouble and reducing their cost of college, and in some cases recovering every dollar or portion of those dollars that they actually intend on investing for college. We get a lot of phone calls from basically 3 categories of persons. We get calls from the retiree or a couple who is at retirement or in retirement, and they're coming to us for some financial planning guidance. And we hear these wonderful stories of how they did a great job at funding their children's college education, but that cost is now impacting their ability to retire safely. We get calls from the parent whose child has recently graduated from college, and now the student loan debt is due, and they're wondering what can they do to get out of it. Or the parent who's somewhere around the 2nd or 3rd year of college, they now realize that the cost of college is far greater than what they anticipated. The student loan debt is mounting and college savings are depleting, and they're looking for answers. So those are the scenarios that we hear often, and those are the situations that we address on a regular basis. Our planning process is intended to be proactive to those parents who come to us early enough for us to be proactive. And then we have reactive strategies that even though your child is in college, there are some things we can do to actually help students who are in college.
The College Funding Resources Program has many services and provides valuable information to its clients. One question that seems to be asked a lot is, How early should I start planning for my child's college?
That is a question that we get often. How early is too early? And I tease moms when I get invitations to come to talk to mothers who are having a tea or some other event like that, and I tease them and say, well, you know, the best time to plan for college is after you see the blue line on the stick. You know, so soon as you know that you're pregnant, the clock is ticking, because that's when your cost of college is beginning to accumulate. What we want to do is not so much save for college. That's not the objective. The objective is, how do we address the college planning issue from a holistic perspective so that we are actually improving your quality of life as your child gets older. The problem is that parents just don't know how to properly plan for college, because everyone does not pay full retail price. And that's why colleges are probably not going to be reducing their costs, because everyone doesn't pay full retail price. So we want to see parents as soon as possible so that we can begin on addressing this from a holistic perspective and solving the problem before there's a problem. And when we do that, you actually get to keep your money and use other people's money first.
For more information about Jeffrey Taylor and the College Funding Resource Program, please visit www.tuitionreductionplan.com. The Engineering Society of Detroit hosted a very important event called the ESD Gold Awards. This event celebrated ESD's appreciation for engineers, students, mentors, and teachers that have remained in Michigan and helped Michigan's economy and schools.
And tonight is truly special, as we not only honor the many talented individuals who have made significant contributions to the fields of science, engineering, and technology, but we also honor or promised to be the champions for our professionals and for those aspiring to become engineers and scientists. Tonight, I have some good news and an urgent call to action for our engineering community.
Well, tonight's event is really about ESD and the partnerships that we have. We have 90+ members of the Affiliate Council, partners of ESD, all working together to build a better Michigan, to promote engineering, technology, science, mathematics in the area. It's one of the strong points of Michigan's region, and really a competitive advantage we have. We're all working together to try to build a better future for all of us. Well, the Made in Michigan pipeline is really a graphical representation of, number one, the amazing workforce that we have, the skilled workforce of engineers, of scientists, technicians that are here that can build a better tomorrow for us. And then the programs that ESD and others are putting on to try to build the workforce, to develop the workforce, to promote the next generation, the students, middle school, high school, college students. So if we can build a better workforce, a better tomorrow, create the kind of business climate that we all know that we can have here, we can put those things together and make Michigan again be a beacon within the nation, someplace where we can live, work with real quality of life, with real prosperity.
These awards were handed out to engineers, students, and teachers who have participated in the programs such as Future City and Smart Detroit.
Solar energy is generated on the moon from sunlight and converted into microwave energy. The microwave energy is then sent to orbital redirectors over here.
Today is the regional competition for Michigan for the Future City competition, and we have 30 schools from all over the region competing for the top 3 places, and the top place will go on to the Nationals next week in DC. So what we're seeing is teams from around the area bringing a model that represents a research essay that they completed and a simulated city model using SimCity software over the past 3 months. And it is their vision of what the city will look like 150 years in the future. This year's research essay topic is alternative fuels. The goal is, how do we get the city of Detroit, or the city they pick, off fossil fuel dependency and away from nuclear energy in a safe, renewable means in the near future.
One of the things we were able to do this year, which was really cool, is we sort of partnered with Bernie Middle School, and this year our two cities are sister cities. So one city, Bernie City, is in North America, Boston, and our city's in South Africa. So even though we're far apart, we're working together as cities, and we talked together about how we would share resources between the two cities, how we could trade between the two cities. We've set up a school exchange program between the two cities, so the students from each school would do a typical exchange program. So that's something that's new and been a lot of fun for our kids to work together this year. Something that we've reused this year is, as I said, we're doing a lot of our energy sources. Our green energy is stuff that we've used in the past. One of the ideas that our students came up with that was really interesting and creative is they are doing solar energy, but it's based on collecting solar power from the moon and beaming it back to Earth. So they're having a lot of fun with that. We're also using hydroelectric power this year as well.
Industries that support plastics, do you have any manufacturing facility that makes parts and stuff, or?
This year, working with the engineer, it helped us because we didn't know anything about engineering. We knew what they did, we knew how they helped our city, but we wanted to figure out what do they actually do, how do they help us. So our mentor this year, we had an environmental engineer, and he helped us figure out what do we need to do, like, to make our city more environmental friendly. So we have like our green energy houses, we use geothermal heat, things like that. So I think that really helped us incorporate such a great city and such a safe city using environmental engineers.
What I'm hoping to get out of today is a number of things. As an educator, I'm hoping to get experience to the students presenting in front of adults. This is a phenomenal experience because this is one of the few times that the children here, the students, are in an environment where the adults who came here for the children, quote unquote, actually stop talking to the children and listen. That doesn't happen very often. In fact, it never happened to me as a student. I remember middle school was one of my best times in school. I had the most fun, I was the most engaging. It gave me an opportunity to decide what kind of person I was going to become. This is their same time. This is their time to decide who they're going to become. We teach our children, our students, and I think of my students as my own children. But we teach them that they're going to not only become residents of the city, but they're going to become voting members of the city. They're going to become leaders of the city. And what do they want their city to look like? Not only are they going to be leaders, but they're also going to be the dreamers. They're going to be the ones who make things happen. The CEOs, the presidents, the people who pick up the phone and something changes overnight. That's why they're here. This might not be the group of kids who get the most notoriety, but these are the kids who dream constantly, who have that spark of imagination that, if given a chance, can change our world overnight. And that's why I really, really push the involvement in Future City, and I hope other schools embrace it as well. Because what I hope to get out of today has already occurred. They've already been listened to. And all of the judges who came through have given them that opportunity to know that they matter, that they're important, and that we're lucky they're here with us today.
We have about over 20 companies that are here, and they have donated to the Engineering Society of Detroit, and they are giving out special awards. They've named their own awards. Some of the organizations have identified the fact that they want the young people to focus on safety or great transportation or a green environment. So there's lots of different topics, and about, like I said, 20 different companies that have come here with a team of judges, and it's pretty exciting for the kids. So because there's such a large engineering shortage here in Michigan, what we felt we needed to do was to bridge that gap between the middle school and the college. So during the last year, we've had 35 engineers that have donated their time in creating a new program called Engineering Smart Detroit. Now that program is really pretty incredible. It's being launched today in 4 Detroit high schools. And these young people will be actually doing an energy audit of their school. They will be creating an energy efficient building. And we've got, what's really great about it is the group, the 35 engineers that created this whole program loves it. They love it so much that they want to teach it. So they're going to be the engineers in the classroom. So, you know, we're pretty excited about that, and we hope that that program next year is going to be in every high school throughout Michigan. That's our goal.
The Engineering Smart Detroit program, it came out of the successes that ESD has had with middle school Future Cities program. We've had a large amount of volunteers from the engineering community that have participated in that program for 17 years. The idea was to take engineering into the high schools in the Metro Detroit area to expose students to the wonderful STEM education that's available to them and how that can apply in their real world in their experience.
It just helps them learn about both engineering and science and technology related content, career fields, gets them talking to engineers and finding out really like personally what kind of jobs are out there, what kind of opportunities are available for them.
The SMART program will help me exercise my creativity towards my passion to engineering.
Allow them to experience things that are going to encourage technology and science. And when we're able to bring those engineers in and we begin that relationship and we can make those extensions throughout the week and then they return with that alone, just to see the way our kids are encouraged is up to this point the greatest, at least experience that I've had.
The Engineering Society of Detroit is doing much more than just engineering. We're talking about the state of Michigan, we're talking about business, we're talking about Southeast Michigan. We would love for anybody out there, engineer or not, to join us, to take a look at what we're doing. ESD.org, really take a look and join us, because what we're doing is really about Michigan and it's about the region as much as it is about any one profession.